Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Board Masters with me, Chris Mullins. And tonight we are once again diving back into the Seventh Continent and part 7 of the Voracious Goddess quest. We left it last week where we got to the north. We found an ice wall with a doorway behind it. We broke through the ice, and at that point we had to return all the cards and replace it with the 377 card. So we felt that was a good point to stop. And all I've done since then is just a bit of housekeeping in that I had 5 lots of fish. So I've just eaten them all to give me 20 cards back into the action deck. So I thought I'd save you the pain of my terrible shuffling and do that off camera. But that's all that needs to be said, really. So let's dive straight back in. And so card 377. The ice has formed a tunnel in what probably used to be a large flagstone paved room. Obviously, the glacier has invaded the building, swallowing it over time. Okay, so we're in this sort of icy tunnel. Okay, so let's have a nosy around at card number 453. A wooden wheel, approximately the size of a ship's wheel, partially emerges from the ice. 2 animals were carved onto the wheel, a snake on the left and a bat on the right. So there's an action there, a strength action, where we need 2 successes, which will then allow us to turn the wheel. I might leave it at the minute, because I have no idea whether I want to... It gives you a choice, basically, whether you want to turn the wheel towards the snake or the bat. And I have no indication at the moment. If I have in the past, then I've completely forgotten it. So I'm just going to ignore it for a minute, and hopefully something in this cave will give me a clue towards that, and I can do it on the way back out, assuming we go out the way we came. But let's head north. Determined. Lost in the middle of nowhere, you resolve to never give up. You may discard this during an action in order to apply -2 to the cost or a free star. And I can have up to 4 greens in my hand, which is a bonus. And then card number 434. Oh, no text on this one. Powerful vibrations reverberate off the walls of the ice tunnel. You press your hands hard against your ears, but to no avail. These intense sound waves leave you completely disorientated. No involved character may use any cards from their hand during the following action. Okay. So not even that right. I don't have anything that helps with a compass. I don't fancy my chances here. Maybe I do have to turn this wheel first then. Right. Let's have a go at this wheel then. So I'll draw 3 in the hope of getting 2 successes. Yep, perfect. I definitely don't want those 2. I'll discard that for a minute. Okay, so success. Do we choose to turn it towards the snake or the bat? No idea. Let's take a punt. And let's go for the snake. So 385. The wheel stops moving, and suddenly a loud sound that occasionally seems to be muffled echoes throughout the tunnel. Immediately after this is revealed, one involved character may choose one card with the keyword stealth in the discard pile and add it to their hand. And I'm assuming this brown compass means that it's going to give me 3 stars towards this action. I can't see what else it would mean. Do I have a stealth card? Probably not. Oh, I do. But it's the camouflage outfit. No, I don't want it. Okay. So let's go back to tackle the reverberations in this tunnel then. I'm counting the 3 stars for this compass action from the wheel because I can't understand what else they would be relevant to. So I need to draw 2 cards for 1 success, which I got. I think I'll keep learn by doing, and I'll get rid of forewarned as forearmed. And so that's a success. Discard this and replace it with a 4-2-3 card. An ice geyser bursts through the floor, shattering most of the flagstones. Crikey. Okay, so let's move on up there. So draw 1 card. And then draw a card to examine. And I need card 451. There is something trapped in the ice. Your first thought is to smash the ice pillar, but since you would rather not risk damaging whatever is inside, you decide on a gentler option. Okay. So it's a fire action. And I do have the termite mound, which will give me 2 stars. Okay. So I'd need to get 4 stars. Right, so let's grab that. Using this does not lower the durability of the item, so it's not going to lower the rope. That's going to give me 2 stars. I think I'm going to use my remember card to get back the fire making kit and draw 2 cards to craft that. So I'll put my fire into play. Kind of wish I'd saved the fish now. Would have got an extra 5 cards back in. I wasn't expecting to use this soon. So having the fire resource knocks 2 stars off. Using my chunk of termite mound knocks 2 stars off. So I've got to draw 2 cards for 2 successes. Maximize the odds. Discard this. One involved character may then choose up to 2 cards from their hand and put them back on top of the action deck. Oh, perfect. So I'll just do that. And so now I need to draw 2 cards to get 2 successes, which I know I'm going to do, and get 3.5. Perfect. Take a 3-6-3 card. If there is a purple ladder icon card under your journal, which there is, you must apply the following effect. Instead of revealing this, return it, and in place of it, take the card whose number is equal to 363 plus the number on the clue, which is 7. So I need card 370. And that is very promising because that obviously means it's something that I need. You have discovered a purplish pink gem that exudes an evil aura. And yep, that has the hexagon on it, or an octagon, sorry, which is definitely the icon that was on the statue. And it says Major Quest on it, so that is one of the 2 items we need. And I need to banish my terrain card and replace it with a 4-2-3. The thick pillar of snow that used to occupy the centre of the room was melted down by intense heat. Okay. Okay, so I guess I just need to head on back out. And I use my learn by doing to reduce the cost by 3, which means I can just go straight there. Head south. Ravenous. Oh, fabulous. Your stomach growls angrily. Hunger is beginning to take its toll. Each character that is tired takes a 106 card. Damn it. Okay. As your stomach rumbles loudly, sordid stories about adventurers being forced to resort to cannibalism to survive creep into your mind. So I am now hungry. Again, just I've eaten right at the beginning, and I could have saved my food for the fire or for the You Are Hungry card, which would have got rid of it straight away. I'm going to draw 4 cards just to see if I can get rid of You Are Tired. 1, 2, 3. Yep, managed that, so that's fine. Let's keep the raft. Those 4 can go in there. So tired can be returned. And that needed to be discarded. And then card 295. Daylight shines into the ice tunnel. Luckily, the heap of snow that obstructed the entrance has not had time to accumulate further. No cost or anything on this. You're back in the open air. Return all the cards on the board and in the past. Put a 3, 4, 6 card into play, and each player places their figures on it. Okay. So obviously I'll pause there while I sort that out. And while I sort that all out, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so to the east, clouds crown a glacier that rises up several hundred yards, and a long ice wall has formed at its base. So we're back out here. If you remember from last week, we know the number 303 is hidden at the bottom of it, and that gives us another route to the south. So I'm going to grab that, because I figure rather than going all the way back and down to the statue, I may as well head south and see if I can find this other temple. Exploring the southern end of the area, you notice a path that you had not before. It gently winds its way to a verdant forest below. And that is going to be the way I want to head. Because I know I went 4 north last time, so I figure if I go 4 south, then I'm going to be on the right level to find this, whatever it is. So let's head south. Ice dropping owls. Okay. A block of ice crashes loudly right next to you. Looking up, you notice several diurnal birds of prey circling in the sky with long icicles in their claws and threatening to drop them at you. That's a new one on me. Okay, so we've got owls flying around threatening to drop icicles on me. Right, fine. So it's a stealth action. I do have bandages that I can use if I so choose. I need to get 3 successes. I may as well just use this determined as well. That's going to give me a free star. And I'll use my bandages, which is going to give me a star and a star 7. And I'll just draw 2 cards needing 1 other star or a 7. Perfect. So you keep the... Let's keep the club. Okay. Card 214, so let's head south. The frontal edge of a massive glacier slopes down from the north onto the carpet of a luxuriant forest. Okay, anything on there? Nope, don't see any tracks or any hidden numbers. Let's get rid of the ice dropping owls, I don't need that anymore. Okay, and of course to move down there, because we're in the snow, we need to draw 4 cards for 3 successes. And I didn't get it, so I need to do it again. I might keep the flint. Let's discard the club. Actually, I'm going to discard the raft. No, actually, I'm going to keep the raft because the raft helps with the sleeping action if I get tired again. Just do that again. 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. Did it this time. So let's move down there. Let's head south. Forest fire. The forest is burning ahead of you. If you want to continue this way, you'll have to cope with the thick smoke and rising flames. So 2 cards for 2 successes. Ooh, got it. Perfect. So I get another number 3 experience point. And discard that. And then card 264. You arrive near the border of a forest where you can hear all manner of insect and animal sounds. Okay. I can't remember. I think this is pretty much round about where I was. Oh, it must have been in part 4. No, part 3, I think. So no, there's a watering hole somewhere close where I can hunt. Keep the bolus, I think. And I'm going to craft the bolus while I'm here, because I've got the rope and the flint, because I got the resourceful card, so I can use it from adjacent squares, and that means I can craft it for free. And so that's moved down. I think it was south, but... Oh crab. A large spider-like land crab has dropped from a branch, landing right on top of your head, and begins crushing it with its long pincers. Okay. So I need 3 successes, so let's draw. And if I am successful, then I will get a food. So I'm going to draw 4 cards. Do I have anything that benefits me from... Oh, yeah, I've got a free star from a strength, so I'm only going to draw 3. Although I can use my rope and free up a slot, actually, can't I? So let's use my rope. that gives me a star and a star 7. Get a star from my Yale graduate card. So I've got 2 stars and a star 7. So I just need 1 star or 1 7. And I need to draw 2. Let's draw 3 just to be safe. Yeah, fine. I'm going to keep the trap, I think. Discard the crab. I'll take 1 number 1 card. I may discard 1 card with the keyword aggressiveness from their hand or inventory. I'll discard the Deadfall Trap to get a number 1 card, which is a piece of crustacean. And so I'll save that for when I get some, when I want to do my fire, which will be pretty soon, hopefully, because I'm hoping I will find this watering hole. You travel deeper into the tangled jungle amidst impressive trees and strange gigantic plants. The canopy blocks out most of the light, but your eyes gradually acclimate to the dimness. Eventually, you're able to distinguish some of the birds nesting in the trees and start seeing some little monkeys swinging from branch to branch, howling and apparently taunting you. Okay. It makes me wonder if it may be just to the west of me then. Let's have a little look round. Dead end. No matter which path you take, you are invariably stopped by the thick and impassable vegetation of the jungle. So another compass action. So I've got 4 cards left here. So I may as well draw them to get the 3, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, yep. Dead end. Card 220. A pool of water seems to have collected underneath one of the larger trees to the north. It might be a prime water source for the local fauna. That's what I'm after. 203. Oh no, hang on. I don't put 203 straight down. I put one of those. Okay. And I'm going to craft the bow because, again, thanks to my resourceful skill, I get that for free. That's a will card. Okay. And now we're back in dangerous territory, but if I can just get through hunting without dying, then I can build a fire and hopefully last a bit longer. Okay, so I need to draw 2. Yeah, so I can move across and then draw 1. Yeah, so card 177. You spot numerous tracks in the vicinity of a small pond, an obvious water source for the local fauna. The surrounding vegetation is dense enough to provide perfect cover for you to wait in ambush. So I need to draw 2 cards. I want to get at least 3. Assume I don't have anything that I will use my bow, which will give me -2 on the draw and a star, so I don't need to draw anything. And it just gives me 150 card, and I just got to hope it's not empty-handed. I'm not bloody, so I don't need to worry about predators. Vulture. Oh, I wasn't bloody. Anyway, this large carrion bird is picking at a small rotten mammal and does not seem to have noticed you. Take 1 experience point. And 3 number 1 cards, which are going to be my meats. So I can keep 1 in hand and attach 2 under here. No, I can only put 1 under there, can't I? That becomes a 5. So I need to discard a card. Let's discard the raft. And take the 105 card. Which is bloody again. I don't have to discard for that. Okay. Get rid of the vulture. I think I'm just going to use these 4 straight out. I know it's not the most efficient way because I would rather have the fire, but every card I draw brings me closer to death at the moment, so it's going to put 12 cards back into an action deck. And there we go, the terrible shuffling. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So draw 1 card, which is a club. And I can hunt again, 177. So this time I need to draw 3 cards for a minimum of 1 success. And I am bloody, so I need some options on this one. Right, I think I'm going to craft my club. And I've got the wood resource, so I only need to draw 2 cards for that. And that will combine with the bowless because they're both aggressiveness, putting the usage up to 4. And then my bowless gives me, I can use, which is going to give me 3 stars and 2 star 7s. And I still need to draw 3. And got 2 more stars. Keep the friction fire, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. So I've got 2 more stars on top of that, so I've got 5 stars, which is 4 150 cards. I am bloody, so I'm going to need to discard 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a snake, a horned bear, I don't want a snake. I don't know, I have to discard the hare. think I'm going to I might go for the horn bear, because I'm going to get bloody either way. Actually, I'm going to change my mind and go with the vulture, just because it's safer. I haven't got much cards there. So I'm not going to use my bolus. That bear was a bit too intimidating for me, I think. If I had something else, I mean, I only needed 4 stars from 4 cards, but even so, I'm going to wuss out. So experience card, 3 number 1 cards, 1, 2, 3, and another bloody card. Okay. And then I'm going to craft my friction fire, which I can do for free because, again, the resourceful gives me the wood, which lets me put my fire into place. And then I can eat all 3 of those, giving me 18 cards back. So I'm afraid it's a bit more shuffling. I almost lost it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And just thinking I may as well craft this walking stick for free while I'm here and link it with the bow, because they're both will, and that'll put that usage up to 6. And then draw a card to hunt again, maximize the odds. I like that. Okay, so 177 again, isn't it? So it's going to be this yellow one. So among the tracks you spot near the pond, one set is much larger and undoubtedly belongs to a predator. You will need to be careful. So I need at least 3 successes. So I'm going to use the bolus straight away to give me that 3 successes. Draw a card. That's a curse. So I'm going to just use my forewarned is forearmed to give me the 4th success, which will allow me to draw 2 250 cards. Reveal them. If at least one involved character is bloody, you must discard one of these cards without the keyword predator. All right, crystal fragment. And choose the remaining. So I'll take the white hare. You spot a species of long-haired albino rabbit. Take 2 number 1 cards, which I will then eat straight away with as I'm on the fire and get another 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so looking a bit healthier again. And right, let's use my walking stick to move on down here. And 1, 2, 3, one more south. Scavengers. Large birds circle in the sky. Your experience helps you recognize them as a distinct species of vulture. You can go see what has gotten their attention or ignore them and continue your journey. Now, I think I actually had this when I think I was here, so very close to where I am now, which makes sense because I would have been using the number 3 event cards. But I think I'm going to do it this time because I didn't when I saw it before. So 1 card, 265. The wind rustles the leaves of a tall tree and a hanged body swings underneath. Stepping closer to the corpse, you recognize with horror that it is your old companion and friend, Michael Drass, a distinguished ethnologist. who was on the first expedition to the continent. How in the world did he end up here? It looks like desperation got the better of him. Seeing your friend hang disturbs you deeply. After getting him down, you decide to search his body and you find a crumpled piece of paper in the pocket of his jacket. Immediately after this is revealed, take a 274 card, if available. The active player must either discard one card with the keyword Serenity from their hand or inventory, or take a 103 card. Don't have a Serenity card, so I'm going to have to take a 103. Your heart jumps at even the faintest suspicious sound. Anxiety mounts and the constant danger has you fearing for your life more than ever. You are frightened, which reminds me I can actually get rid of the You Are Hungry card because I have eaten. Okay. You must take one of the following actions. Draw 4 cards or use a shovel action. I'll use a shovel action, which means I'd have to draw 2 less, so I'll just draw 2 cards. And take a 296 card from the adventure deck if possible. Okay, so 274. The parchment you are holding seems to recount a key moment of the history of the continent. Okay, so I don't think that's got anything to do with the quest I'm on. 296. Offering your former companions decent grace make you feel so proud that you nearly forgot the insidious evil consuming you and your many past and future hardships. For each banished card with the keyword funeral, so 1, take 3, maybe I should have been investigating the graves more often then. So take 3 experience points. One. Okay. One, two, 5. So I need to keep 1, put that one back. Yeah, so I now got 8. Okay. And choose 5 cards in the discard pile and shuffle them back into the action deck. I've only got 5 there, so shuffle those in. And 1, 4, 3. Ahead you see what looks like the entrance to an old temple or shrine of some sort. The entrance is partially hidden by overgrowth and it appears to descend deep into the ground. Well, that sounds absolutely perfect. Okay, I definitely think that's where we're going to have to go. I mean, it's not 10 east, as the clue sort of suggested, but I guess we knew it had a windy route, so I'm guessing if you followed that route, obviously the way I couldn't go last week, then it would have taken 10 cards to get here perhaps. But I'm just going to have a look at 202 because I didn't do that last time. I'll discard knowledge is power. And have a look at 202. because I had a feeling that, if I remember rightly, this card had said there were lots of birds and things around, so hoping that it'll be investigating a nest or something. You pass near a thicket of tall pod-like plants that are swaying in a strange way despite the lack of wind. When one of them snatches an unsuspecting bird out of the air, you realise that they are carnivorous plants. One of the plants appears to have something large inside its mouth. Will you try to carefully pull it out or use force? Do I have a hand thing? I don't think that's on. No. So I can't do anything about that at the moment anyway. So let's use my walking stick again to move on down to here and look at card number 159. A stairway carved in the rock leads down into the ground. You descend a few steps before finding yourself in front of a massive door that blocks access into the structure. The stone door is decorated with several flower patterns, and you get the feeling that their arrangement is anything but coincidental. Okay. Well, you would think it would be something to do with my stone flower that I've got, because it's certainly the same shape as that pattern, but it doesn't give me any way of using that. So I need to draw 3 for 4 successes. I'm going to use maximise the odds and put these 2 back on top, because that's going to give me 3 straight away, and then I'll just need to hope that I get 1 on the other one. Which I do, which is a bonus. Okay, so that's passed. The stone door slowly grinds open. Return all the cards on the board and in the past. Put a 3-2-1 card into play, and each player places their figure onto it. So again, perfect time to stop, I would say. So I'm going to call it a day there. And hopefully this temple will then have the second item for the Voracious Goddess, and then I can make my way back via this hunting ground, I imagine, and fingers crossed, get back to the statue without dying, hand over the 2 items, and hopefully that will break the curse, but who knows? There may well be more to it yet. But yeah, excited with that. Let's just get the 3-2-1 card ready for next week. So we got that there, so I'll put that in the past so I know that's the one we're on. And I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good one. Stay safe and look after yourselves. Thank you. Bye-bye now.